Wait, so somebody catch me up?
Okay, so basically, me and Stalpo are starting this new YouTube series where we go to spawn, and you know how like people do these interviews to like legendary 2B2T players.
Mm.
Yeah.
Instead of legendary players, we're just going to do new guys.
Okay, it's just 0, 5,000.
Oh, period.
Hey,
Perfect.
Hello.
Let me turn my aura off.
Okay, babe, we
Okay,
can
I'm
just
good.
do it. We can just do it right here.
Take me down to Bedrock City where the grass is green and the builds are shitty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Take me down to Bedrock City where the grass is green and the builds are shitty.
Already forgot your username. What's your username?
Augustus Khan.
Okay, Augustus Khan. What brought
Yep.
you to join 2B2T?
Well, originally I saw some FitMC's video back in 2019, and I started playing the game because I thought it was fun. Once I had to wait like 6 hours to join the queue, and it was really exhausting. But I played once and it was fun. And there's a couple of months later, I revisited it I think it was some months to until like 2021. I revisited it, and like right now I'm just playing because I want to be a regular and just have a fun on a server with no rules. So
When you think about 2B, what is the first thing that comes to mind for you, like as a player? What's something that you find important about the server?
I think the community is the most important. I think like you can have the most toxic of players, but also the most amazing of people who's built with you on the clans and all that kind of stuff on the server. I think that's very important to look out for, to have a good community, even though there are some bad apples that like spam the N word in chat and dox people and kind of stuff. We also have good builders that create awesome bases, just host Discord calls like we're actually doing right now. I think that's very important.
Okay, I would definitely agree with that statement. I think that was a pretty
Absolutely.
good take.
So for
Ba-
the future of 2B, what do you see? Do you have goals for 2B? Are you trying to achieve certain things?
I mean, my goal is basically just to leave like a good example, leave a good what's the word for it? It's something about leaving a good precedent for 2v2t, being a good player and creating tons of cool stuff that the player base can appreciate.
well, yeah.
So
So
basically, just putting a good mark on the server.
Yeah, just
as
have
I would
fun and
as I would say, would you be looking to be a sort of role model for other new players?
I mean, kinda. I'm not looking up for some kind of fame like all these fantasy people always try to achieve. I'm not there for the fame. I'm just there to have a fun and just be friends with people and just enjoy myself on the server while life.
Right.
Okay, we checked your playtime before we started the interview, and I just want to ask, with like a relatively small playtime, what is the biggest thing that you've done on 2B so far? Like, was it just escaping spawn? Have you started any sort of base? How has it been?
I mean, the best thing I've done so far was to get the armor I've gotten, get some food that I've eaten on the way here, and that's basically it. I'm very new to the server, so I haven't done anything particularly significant. But like, it's very cool to see how it is with no rules and all these kind of highways and stuff like that.
Okay, that's pretty interesting.
Yep.
Uh, I like hearing your thoughts on 2B, especially as a new player. How do you think a lot of the older players, such as maybe not myself, but maybe some people in chat, have you had any experience with some like other players that have had more experience?
Yeah, I've actually talked with Bezo like a couple of times. Like, yeah, they were hosting like this stream about like gay pride parade kind of stuff, and I thought they were joking and was just gonna kill people and spawn. And but the other time I was actually on the Discord with him. He messaged me about me having to get a voice clip of another player called Pixelation speaking, and I just copy pasted that same message to a couple of Discord servers. And I mean, I haven't gotten any particular response yet, but I hope that I will get the push necessary because he just gave me like contact details for iTristan, and I thought that was kind of cool. So
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Vape, do you have any questions for him?
I can't think of nothing right now. I'm still kind of, brainstorming.
Okay, well, I would like to hear what are your thoughts on how much actual anarchy is on 2B, because it's been talked about a lot recently. We've had a lot of trouble keeping the server as a real anarchy server, especially with things such as chat mutes and prio bans. Have you seen any of that?
yeah. I'm actually muted from chat for like some reason that I really don't want to talk about right now. It's very embarrassing, but like I think it's really important to keep the server actually anarchy, and it's just been floundering over the past I've seen that it's been worse and worse over the years, and it's become more like a sort of dictatorship with like the spawn masons and housemaster, all that kind of stuff. I think that's very important thing to talk about on the server.
Right, right. So if you was housemaster on the server, what are some things you would do to change the server?
I mean, I would employ more mods. I would make sure that there was actually like anarchy on the server, even though there are more mods. Like those mods would focus on having IDs for the server. They would focus on deleting lag machines, that kind of stuff, and just generally just trying to make the server better instead of just like taking all the money because you're greedy and kind of stuff.
Right.
That's actually a very interesting take. A lot of people would say that a lot of the mods have power trips and things such as like mutes. They feel that the mod, like having a lot of mods, would make that worse. Do you think that
Yeah.
it would be possible to have mods that actually create a better anarchy experience?
Yes, I think so, but that's not because there would be like more mods. I think that was just because I think we should employ more mods that actually cares about the community instead of actually just wanting money and all that kind of stuff. Because the Housemaster is kind of like he's kind of a bad apple in my opinion. He's kind of like this greedy person who doesn't actually care about the community. He rarely ever talks to the server, and when does it's some kind of stupid like patch, duped patch, or lag machine deletion or kind of stuff. It's just irritating. I just think we should have a new mod for server.
Okay. I've been actually noticing that you're talking a lot about things that most new players wouldn't really understand about the server, and I'm not saying that I agree with 100% of your points, but I feel like you're saying a lot of things that at least show that you've done some research.
Right.
Have you done any research on 2B, or where has all of your information come from?
I mean, I've actually just followed up on like YouTube videos about what happens to the server. I've been watching a few like podcasts, like the Digcast and kind of stuff. I've actually participated in r slash 2b2t uncensored, and I've read like some of the 2b2t newspaper about like what happened with IHOP and spawn masons and kind of stuff. And I think the server is very interesting, so I just want to follow up on history and all that stuff.
Okay, that's actually really interesting. Just random question. Who's your favorite 2B YouTuber, and do you like them because they speak realistically about the server, or just because of their entertainment value?
I think Bezos is the best YouTuber on 2b2t at the moment. I haven't really watched a lot of 2b2t YouTubers, but I can say that as like so far, I think Bezos is a good YouTuber.
Okay, that's a pretty interesting take. Not
Yeah.
saying I don't like Bezo. Bezo's like my he's a person who's existed. Now onto the Digcast. This podcast we're doing was actually inspired by the Digcast. What do you think is something important about the Digcast that gives it like something special? Since I noticed that was like the first thing you mentioned.
Yeah, you get more clarification from the old members of this like server, and like you get more information about what they believe, what they think of the server, so on and so forth. It's just very important to get their opinion on stuff because they have had more experience. They know a lot about the server because they've been playing so long, and we should research what they've been doing and what their opinion on stuff is, so we can get more accurate description of what the old facts think about the server and so on.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, valid.
I'm trying to think of some more questions.
So when you think of 2B and all the groups involved with 2B, what group would you consider the powerhouse of 2B? You know, I don't know how to word it. Spawn Masons. Okay, following them, aside from them, who would you?
I would actually think that I'm actually not sure. It like except for the spawn nations, I would probably think like the fifth column has a major foothold on the server. So
Right.
Okay. Have you been following with the fifth column? As I've seemed to notice, they're actually moving a lot away from 2B. Do you think that would be a good move? Because there's actually been a couple big groups that have started moving
Yeah.
away from 2B and towards just like Minecraft in general, just any servers.
I mean, it's kind of killing the server that there's not then that the groups are moving away from Minecraft. The groups are moving away from 2B2T. I think that's a bad thing because it's just killing the server, and it's not really anything we should be supporting, because it's just destroying everything like it did when there was like almost no players back in the day before the Russian war.
Oh, okay. Sorry for not asking this earlier, but I just want to know what do you think your first like join date is? When do you think you first joined the server? Even if you like didn't play, even if you only logged on for like 10 minutes, what was like the first time you joined?
I think September 2019.
Whoa, that's a pretty old one. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure mine is like July 2019. I know that I've had more access to like Prio and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
does that impact how you think about it? Like joining back then and seeing like what I noticed back then was like the TPS averaged like 5. It was horrible and I hated it. Like,
Yeah.
what's the biggest
I-
difference from then to now?
I think the biggest difference was that there were more players, because I noticed there were way more players than there are now. Sorry, I'm really bad at like speaking when it comes to like thinking right off the top of my head.
No,
But
I think
I
you're
know you're doing
great.
fine, too.
yeah, but back in the day, you had to wait like for hours if you didn't have priority queue. You had to wait hours just to get into the server. I think it's like a little bit less time now, but like I noticed there are considerably less players than there actually were back in the day.
Yeah. Do you think that automated bots have contributed to this? Because as we were trying to find somebody to interview, we actually ran into like, I think it was 7 different bot accounts or like 5 different bot accounts that we would just see repeatedly. How much of the like player count do you think is actually just bots?
From 10 to 25%. I think that's a lot, but it's something I would not like pass away as some kind of like crazy number. It's actually there's actually a lot of spots on the server, and I think that should be like done away with, because this is ruining the game for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree with that.
Have you been to the 1.19 test servers when those were up?
No, I wasn't. I've been to like 0B, 0T, 9B9T a couple of times, but not like the test server.
So
Okay.
with that being said, what are your thoughts on 2B updating to 1.19 or possibly 1.20?
That's a bad thing, because there's like having netherite would actually just increase the gear gap, where like you have the newbies and you have the totally enchanted like netherite people. Like that would just ruin the game for a lot of people. who hasn't been able to progress like a lot. Even though like we should be considering about like the progression and how like we should have better progression systems in the game, I think that it will not work that Netherite would rule the game, that kind of stuff, because you would see tons of people just killing new fags with Netherite, and nobody would be able to escape spawn, like even
Right.
with. And also, I think that the player chat feature, like you can report people for saying stupid shit in game. I think that's a stupid. That's the most idiotic update that's ever been introduced to Minecraft, because it would ruin a lot of 2v2t culture.
Yeah, that's true, but there is supposedly like a plugin, I guess, on each server, and you can actually turn the chat reporting off. So I think that would be a big issue.
Yeah, I think if that was actually, if I think if 2v2t would turn that chat recording feature off, I would actually, I would be kind of mixed on it. Like, to be honest, I think it would be more better if there was a better content. I can't talk like a better progression system to the game, but I think like it will also ruin the game for a lot of people, because there would be it would be such a huge gap between
Right.
new fags and people with tons of netherite and kind of stuff.
You've been talking a lot about the progression. Do you value vanilla progression on 2B? Because for most players, instead of doing vanilla progression, it's like there's so much just using shops and like finding like small kits that just give you instant OP gear. It's like, do you still value vanilla gameplay on 2B?
I think kinda, because you have been working to get that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's really fair game on 2v2t. You can get kits. I don't care, but I think preferably we should be like kinda contributing to like a vanilla server progression, instead of just getting tons of stuff right off the bat, like in
Right.
0B0T.
Okay. I was going to say, like, me personally, I didn't actually vanilla grind that much on 2B, especially like even as an early player when I wasn't hacking. But I think that's a pretty interesting take, seeing that most of 2B's economy is just based off of duped items. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think I want to dupe, but I think like if there was too much duping, it would ruin the economy, because like there would be almost no costs for having like these kits. There would be like they would go for less than a penny. So I think that the like duping holy shit, like duping shit all the time, like that would not work, because it would ruin the economy.
Right. All right, I got a question about like PvP. Like, so Crystal PvP is obviously taken over nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Crystal PvP, or would you like to see it go back to the traditional, bows, swords, shields?
I mean, I like a little bit of both, but I think I really suck at Crystal PvP, so I can't really say I enjoy it. But I wouldn't say that there should be only bows and swords, because I think Crystal PvP is a very good thing when it comes down to battles and kind of stuff, because it'd be very enjoyable to just kill people tons of times with a damn crystal. That'll be pretty fun. But it really does depend on the person. Like, if you just suck at Crystal PvP, or you suck at bows and arrows and swords and kind
Right.
of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, are you guys okay with taking a small intermission so that we can think of more questions and also spice up the
Oh,
building
shit.
area?
That was
Oh.
perfect timing.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fun.
it just kicked me out of server, which is
Do you
I have prior. Yeah, I
Okay,
have
you have
priority.
prio? Okay, this is a good intermission time. Security squad, do you want to spice up the area? We
Revamp,
got
please.
some unused blocks over here. Gonna give us some back to our chair.
Elixir's weight loss program.
Wait, where is that?
Right here.
Ooh, I can't see you. Where are you?
Right here.
I don't know
It's just-
where you are. There's too many people.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
That's the gap.
I'm eating that.
Did you stop the recording?
No, the recording's still going, and I'm gonna
Oh,
keep this
okay.
part so that you look stupid.
Okay, fair.
What are these signs?
Alright, 13 seconds left. The estimated time. Yeah, back.
This is a very interesting setup. gonna
Yeah.
place some more VEA banners. I'm trying to think of different angles I can get the shots from, but it's kind of limited with the ceiling. I'm just afraid some random guy's gonna show up and blow it up. But yeah, Augustus Khan, if I'm gonna be honest, this interview is going surprisingly well. I
Very well.
Yeah.
I was thinking that somebody was gonna come down the highway and blow us up by now, but I'm glad to keep this going since I think I have definitely a couple more questions for you.
Great.
Okay, Vape, do you think we're ready to start again?
I'm good. I'm not gonna have questions for a minute, but go ahead.
Okay, let me get the camera set up again. Okay. Okay, now back to the interview. You were talking about 0B0T and some other servers.
Yeah.
What other Anarchy servers have you played on, and like how active have you been on those?
I mean, I think I've been playing on the 4B4T. I think it was 5B5T. I've been playing on some other Anarchy servers once, like Constantium, and like I only played them once because there was so much lag on the server. But it's really fun to play like different Anarchy servers just to get a different feel for like how Anarchy goes, and like there isn't just tons of like highways and reefing everywhere, but there's also like some plain grass, like once you go a little bit further out compared to like the 5,000 blocks you have to traverse in the overworld just to get yourself like away from spawn. There's a lot of cool stuff out there that I think people should check out. Like there's a different Anarchy server for everyone. I think PB2T is the right one for me, and I think that a lot of these servers have a lot of things going for them if they go down the right path, of course.
Okay. What do you think makes 2B different from these other Anarchy servers? Because I know you're saying that all of the other servers have like different things going for them, but why do you still choose 2B? What's like the most important part that makes it so much better than the rest?
Because I think that there's a lot more community and there's a lot more people in them and the factions and all that kind of stuff compared to all the other servers. Like in the other servers, you have a lot more decentralized like factions and that kind of stuff, like a couple of members per faction. But over here you have like 30 players per faction if you are very huge. But like it all depends on the faction. But on average, 2v2t has a lot more faction members than the other servers.
Okay, going back further, I was just thinking, ow, I'm about
Oh,
oh crap, I'm actually about to die.
Oh my god, these motherfuckers are strong.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing the interview while this is happening.
Yo,
But
Elixir.
okay, but okay. Sorry, I've got a little off track there. It's a little bit of a mess. Let me try to remember what I was gonna say. I was confused why you were calling them factions because most people just call them groups.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Yeah.
What Minecraft servers did you play before Anarchy? Because like you're saying factions, and I immediately thought, oh, have you played faction servers in the past?
Yeah, I have been playing a lot of different Minecraft servers in the past, like Hypixel, Factions, Skyblock, survival servers, like a lot of these servers that I was just saying factions because it was an easier word to say. I really suck at speaking right now because I'm stuttering and kind of stuff. I might just take a glass of water.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna backtrack on the next question a little bit. We probably should have asked earlier, but
Oh yeah, sure, you can do that.
Yeah, hit me.
I don't think it's been asked. But so when did you first join or even hear about Minecraft, and what was your first server, should I say?
I played like when I was little. I played Minecraft. Like my dad showed me Minecraft, and I just played it for the first time. I was killed by a zombie, and I thought that was really sad. But I just enjoyed that. I just enjoyed that game. It was really fun.
That's pretty interesting.
And the first Minecraft server I played was like this Mexican server. I'm not really sure what it was, but it was like golf, whatever Minecraft.org. I'm not really sure, but it was really cool to see the environment there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, back
what-
in 2017.
Oh, back in 2017. Okay. What Minecraft server do you think you have been the most active on? Just like ever. Doesn't have to be Anarchy. Just any Minecraft server. What have you played the most?
I played Hypixel the most, like yeah, of all time. I think I've been most active in Hypixel, but like recently, I'm actually very active on 2b2t as of recently. But you know,
Okay.
that's just me.
Has anything been pushing you away from those servers that like 2B could be an escape from? Like, what's making you do this gradual switch?
I think a lot of the services just become more of a power trip, and like there's tons of rules that I have to check out, and I always get banned from these servers because I don't do things their way. I just do things my way. And I think 2v2t is an escape from that, and I think 2v2t is a really great server because there's no rules there except for no lag machines, that kind of stuff. And I think that's a lot. I think that's a very good thing because you know now I can just escape from everything. I think it's very fun to like talk to people and just have a lot of fun on the server where there's literally no rules. So yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna vape. Are you gonna ask any questions? Should I think of any?
If you got more, go ahead. But I do got one. Are you currently in any groups, or like currently trying to get in maybe some big groups or anything like that?
I mean, I want to join a group, but I haven't really been trying. And when I try, like, there's not really any groups for me to join because none of them really respond. I've just been out there like in the open. I'm a lone wolf, you know. And I really just want to join a group because I want to build in a community where I'm like appreciating fun stuff.
Right.
Okay, well, maybe after this interview, we could continue this a bit further if that is what you're intending to do. But back
Sure.
onto the interview, I would like to know about how you started to be. What were your first steps? Like, what was the first thing you did?
The first, what? Wait, can you elaborate little bit more on this question?
It's like right when you press the join button and get past the queue for the first time, what were your first thoughts? Like, were you just immediately running down a highway? Did you go in the nether, stay in the overworld? Did you like interact with chat? What was just like the first instinct?
I just thought, holy shit, because there was tons of lava casts everywhere. There were like, I was in Bedrock at that time. I tried to get through the lava cast, and I just thought that this was amazing. Like, this server was like the coolest shit ever, actually.
Okay, now that you're saying you were like stuck in a llama cast, I just want to know how long did it take you to escape spawn?
I think it took like 30 to 1 hour. Then I like died because some random player killed me.
Is this the furthest you've been out so far from spawn?
Yeah, I've lasted like I've never lasted so long, survival wise, and this is like I've escaped spawn before, but not to this extent. You know, this is the
Right.
first time I've actually reached like almost 5,000 blocks out in the Nether.
Right.
Yeah. How much of escaping spawn and just like getting started on 2B, not like finding stashes, but just like getting to a safe area, do you think that's dependent on luck or do you think it's skill?
Skill.
And then
Because yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, my bad.
No, like it's dependent on skill because you know you have to get through the Nether. You have to learn to survive with all what you have because you can't just go around killing animals and getting food. You have to actually think strategically and technically to survive on the server.
Okay, would you say that you came prepared to 2B or was it definitely like a learning experience?
it was a learning experience. Back in the day, I was really bad at surviving in 2v2t, and I just went as far out as possible, as far as my feet could walk, and I just either died to hunger, or I was just killed by another person or whatever.
Okay. I
Right.
was gonna say, along with that, how you were progressing, like from a gameplay perspective, do you think anything is to be has taught you from like a mental perspective?
I've like 2B, like from a Netflix perspective, 2B has taught me as about how people think, and actually, people are a lot more cynical and a lot more vile in their thoughts than they portray in real life, because there's no rules in the server. You can say what you want, you can do what you want. That brings a lot of that frustration to people, because they've had so much shit happen to them that just vent that anger out in the Minecraft server.
Okay, would you
Right.
say you go under that category, or do you think you keep your calm on the server?
I mean, I'll mostly keep my calm. Sometimes I get a little bit mad, but that's not to the point of attacking them and chat and that kind of stuff. I just kind of do my own thing. I don't really care if I get killed, because I can just walk back to where I came from and just get more items anyway.
Okay, that's a pretty good way to think about it. It's like
Yeah.
definitely when you're playing 2v, you have to understand that it's like not everything's in your control, and like do you think that adds to the experience, just knowing that there's stuff that you're just never gonna be able to control on the server due to like
Yes,
how it works?
yes, that definitely adds to the experience, because when you build a base, you don't even know if it's gonna get griefed. It's gonna get griefed, but you don't know when, and you don't know who's gonna do it. So it's really fun to build, like just to see it get griefed, because you've been putting in the work, and it's gonna die at some point. And it's really important to notice that you won't survive. You will when it comes to a life experience, you won't survive, and you won't do it on 2v2 either. You won't flourish. You'll inevitably quit, or you're inevitably gonna die. You're inevitably gonna get your base griefed, and that applies to real life too. So that's a very important thing to notice in 2v2t.
Okay, so are you saying that 2B is like a realistic way of actually portraying how life works? Do you think there's like a connection there that most other servers don't have?
Yes,
Okay,
because
in what way?
because life has really no rules when it comes down to it. You when it comes down to human mother nature and human nature, all that kind of stuff. Nobody really cares about what you believe in, what your faith is, as long as they survive. So that's it's really how it is. You can't really change anything about this. So it's really the only way to actually cope with that kind of stuff is to just acknowledge that it happened, to just deal with it. I kind of I guess, because it's not gonna change. Life is very important, but your survival is a lot more important too. So in your point of view, your survival is very important too. So you gotta. So you do anything to survive. That's kind of what 2v2t means, in my opinion.
Right.
Okay.
That's
So
what
if you just built a mega base, big base, all of a sudden BSB 5C, a big group comes through, takes it out, completely wipes it
Yeah.
out. Is that going to cause you to lose motivation, or are you going to
I mean,
learn from that and
I mean,
continue on?
it's gonna make me lose motivation, but it's not gonna be I hate this server so much, I'm gonna leave. It's more like you're angry that it happened, but it's gonna happen anyway, so you just kind of move on, I guess, because it's gonna happen to everyone. You're not really special in the server. You're just another player at the end of the day.
Okay, talking about just being special and being an important player, one thing, this is why we made the podcast. It's like there's a big difference between the quote unquote 2B2T famous players and just a regular player like you. What do you think that difference comes up to? like between you and let's say like FitMC or Bezo or just like anybody that would be like, oh yeah, that's the guy from that one video.
Yeah, the difference is that you have a voice. You know, every single player in here has a voice, but like it all depends on your fame, like to amplify that voice, and that's just how famous people in 2b2t work. You know, you gotta, like for example, gotta be influential via griefs, you gotta be influential via builds, you gotta get influential via videos. That's how 2b2t works when it comes down to fame, because like having talent is a very valued thing in the server, and that's just how you get famous, I guess. That's just like FitMC is really good at making videos, and so is Bezo. Jack the Ripper is very good at building things. Jared, Tristan, Pop-Up, they're very good at griefing. Babbage, Harobife, all kinds of people, they're very good at programming. That's why they have a voice in that community.
Okay, yeah. Do you think that this like aspect of fame on 2B and like how some people have a bigger voice than others, do you think that adds to the experience or takes away from the experience?
I mean, a little bit adds to the experience, because you know, a lot of these 2b2t players think they can just get famous because they play the game, and they just like get in contact with these players, like these famous players, and you just get like tons of shout outs and kind of stuff. Like in FitMC, there's a lot of people LARPing about like being like in a faction and kind of stuff, faction owner, being the most popular person on the server.
It's about to go down.
What's about to go down?
Here we go.
1 sec.
That's a dude from 5C. Hey, run away, Con. Run away, Con. Run away. Run away. No, not that way. Go behind us. Go out here in the netherrack where Paul is. Just get away. We don't want you to die. If you find a portal out there, no. Like actually run. He can still see you. If you find a portal out there, then go through it and we'll come back and get you.
Wait, what? Oh, is there a 5C member out there right now? Oh shit.
1 sec. I'm asking if he wants to join VC.
Yeah.
Jackson, be prepared to let it rip on this dude.
I'm telling him to join pub.
I hope he doesn't kill us, you know. I just want to complete this interview and just have fun with you guys, so you know.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to join.
By the way, if anyone like I took from the hail bale from the kid, so I'm just gonna leave it back there.
Wait, it's Nigerian Prince. There's no way. Is it actually Nigerian Prince, bro?
Yeah, it's actually me.
Okay. Welcome to the interview. We're interviewing new friends right now. You can say hi to Augustus Khan.
Hello.
Yo.
Okay. Vape, do you want to get back to the interview?
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't got nothing to start, but I'll come up with something.
Free cam. Angle or something. Wait, Nigerian, are you still here? Oh wait, he's
here.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you want, you can actually ask him some questions. We've just been asking generally what like new players think about 2B.
Let me think of some questions and I will get back to you.
Okay. Just tell me whenever you can. I'm gonna be in F1, so I can't read chat. So just like unmute whenever you want and say it. Okay. So Augustus, I would like to know. Do you think you would benefit personally from becoming a quote-unquote 2B famous player, or do you think that's just not gonna be something you're gonna care for?
I mean, I kind of care for it. I want to have a voice in the community. I want to make cool builds with tons of famous people on server, because I enjoy talking to people on server. I just think that's very important for me to have a voice, because then I can have more connections to people. I can have more opportunities for myself. I don't really care about the fame. I just want to have more opportunities on the server. That's why I like semi, like a quarter, like, you know, what's the word for it? You know, like I'm a little bit interested in becoming famous, because then I can have more connections on the server.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I remember you talking a little bit about how you were in VC with like, thought you said Bezo or somebody. Who do you think is your
Yeah, basically.
not most famous, but just most important connection on 2B? Do you have anybody that's like been by your side near the start and can really help you out?
Not really. I haven't like only just recently I've been talking to Bezo, but that's I haven't really able to make any connections so far. But I really want to do it because I can build tons of cool stuff. I can grief tons of cool stuff. I can just have a good time on the server with friends and kind of stuff.
Okay, sorry for keeping jumping back onto it, but I just really want to know, how did you get into contact with Bezo?
I mean, I just kind of DM'd him because I thought like when he was hosting the parade kind of stuff, I was just asking him if it was like he was gonna kill the people participating in the parade, quote unquote, on stream. And I thought that was really cool because I think like 2v2t has a very like a weird community filled with people who generally does not like gay people. And I think that would be very cool to see that people in action demonstrating their beliefs in front of the player base. That's why I
Okay.
asked him that question, and then he just answered like, yeah, I'm actually hosting the stream right now with Jake the Snake, and I followed to that stream, and um later that day, not later that day, probably like 1 or 2 days after, I DM'd him, like talking to him and posting a meme that I really liked. Then he just asked me like, do you have footage of pixelation speaking? And I asked like, what? Then he just repeated the question. I said no, and then like, then I said like as a follow up, like as a reward, like not reward, but as a what's it called again? Like for you giving me contact information for iTristen, I will make sure you get like I will to my best extent make sure you get your tape of pixelation speaking. And I just copy pasted that like the same message in some servers and nobody really answered me, but I'm trying again. So if anyone has that footage, please DM me and DM Bezo because I really think he wants it. So if you have footage of him speaking like pixelation, please DM Bezo because he probably needs this for a video he's gonna make or whatever.
Okay. What do you think people such as like Bezo and then just me and you, me and Vape, and just any more regular 2B players, what do you think our vision of you is? Like, how do you think we view you as a person? Just like as a regular
I think
new player.
I mean, I think you view me as like some kind of like just random player. I don't really think much of it. I just think like sometimes I think like you think of me when I'm in the queue, not queue, but the highway. You think of me as prey because you kill me, that kind of stuff. Like, not you specifically, but generally the older players just kill me. Like if they ever find me on the highway, they just kill me, and but like generally they don't really care. Like it's just like how it is. Like they just do their own thing because it's just 2b2t. They don't really think of anything of the new fags. They think of them as like people who. Oh yeah, what happened to you?
I just got disconnected. My bad.
Oh yeah, that
My
happened
bad.
to
It
me
was a
too.
rookie mistake. Okay, I'm 4 in queue, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. But do you think that just like you were saying that most more experienced players don't really care about you? Do you think that they think that in like a negative sort of light? Do you think that they think
It,
about you in a negative sort of way or like in a good way?
and neutral way. They just do their own thing. Like they don't really notice other like new fags and that kind of stuff, new friends. I meant to say friends because I don't want you guys to get demonetized and that kind of
No,
stuff. So
it's fine. I don't have enough views for that. So
all right, yeah, but like they don't really care about like new friends like when it comes down to it because they just do their own thing. They just participate in the like group they're in, and they just have fun because that's just how the server goes. There's not really much thinking about them like the new friends, but it's how it is. But it's yeah. Sorry for repeating myself a lot, but I just think that is neutral,
Yeah,
true and
I
neutral.
was just pushing that question because I just really like to understand how new players think about the server and like how they think about
Yeah,
the more experienced players. Also,
uh,
whoever placed
yeah.
the sign that says this dude is gay, I am very disappointed. I am not gay. I'm super not gay. I don't know why you did that.
It was vape pens. It was vape
Okay,
pens.
okay. Thank you for telling me. I'm actually gonna ban him from the VEA after this.
No, no. Oh shit! No.
I'll ban him. He's just like a horrible person. I hate that guy. But
No vape
okay.
pens. Vape pens.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Okay, are we just gonna?
I'm not gonna blow it up.
Who's gonna blow it up though?
Okay, somebody
Because-
blow it up so that we can get back to the. We might have to. Oh, thank you for the book. Do you want me to sign it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I got you.
Collection.
Oh shit! Yeah.
What? I just signed it. Oh, okay. I'm lagging.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay, we might need some more seats. I think we're missing a couple. Okay, security squad, can you get this place fixed up? We're having a bit of an issue right now. Bro, I'm surprised that it's lasted this long. I swear somebody should have blown it up by now. Honestly, when I saw Nigerian Prince, I was like, yep, it's all over.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. I'm gonna put on this creeper head then. I was just waiting for somebody to blow me up. I didn't. It's like, I'm running out of questions. Okay, Vape, you almost ready?
I am good.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I got too many blocks in my inventory. Okay.
Oh damn.
Bro, what are you guys doing? Okay, are we ready yet? Are we?
Yep.
Jackson, your face is kind of in the camera right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, so just some closing questions. What do you think? Do you think you've gained anything from this interview? Just like, I want to know what's your opinion on how this interview went.
I think it went good. It's really nice to have my thoughts heard by other 2P2T players, and you know, it's really fun to like. It brought me some entertainment. I have like, it gave me a voice during this interview to broadcast what I felt about the server, and I think that's really cool.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna upload this soon since I suck at editing. It'll be pretty fast, and then I'll make sure to ping you just in case you want to watch it later. But
All right, sure.
have you had any experiences like this interview, or is this something you would like to see more on Tubi?
I think I would like to see more of this, like general interviews with people on Tube Duty, because it would give them a voice too. Just like I have a voice now, and how they will have a voice later. And I think that's a very important thing on the server. It's just like broadcast how you feel like. It's how the server is, you know. It's not really much about the griefing or the building. It's about broadcasting how you feel, basically. Using hack clients. A lot of the stuff you do reflects how you feel in life, how you do in life, if you have it good or bad, like if you had bad or good upbringing, and that's how Tube 2T goes, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot it. Give me a moment. And now he is floating in the middle of the area. It's just great. It's fine. Okay. Well, I think this might wrap up the interview. Thank you for showing up. It took us
Alright.
like 20 different new friends that we had to sadly kill until we found somebody that would actually mic up. So I think this went
Alright.
pretty well.
All right, that's great. Thank you for hosting the interview.
Okay, yeah.
I'm excited to hear about the opportunities, about like the faction joining and all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
faction, but group.
Okay, security squad and Nigerian Prince. Do you guys wanna? What do you wanna do with this area? Do you wanna like blow it up? What are we doing?
No, we gotta leave it.
Okay, Augustus.
Save it.
I suggest you should probably like get out of here before somebody crystals you,
All right, sure.
and you can keep the armor. And you're being
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Alright, you can leave. I'm desynced.
No, please,
He's
no.
desync. That's
No.
the only reason you're still alive. You should be grateful. Like, there's another portal. There's another portal right there. That's probably safer in the overworld.
Yeah. I'm. Yeah, sure. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a
I
PvP area
died.
now.
Oh,
died.
no.
No.
Wait, and right when that happened, Hackle showed up. No, Hackle's
I'm just gonna go
leaving.
back.
I'm
Why
gonna
did
chase him.
Hackle leave? I like Hackle. Okay.
Oh, Hackle's cool.
I don't know. I just like his name. It's funny. I see him in chat all the time. Okay, I'm gonna pick up all of these shulkers so that we can reuse them.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a wrap. Thank
Yep.
you all for coming.
Thank you
Yep,
for-
I'm gonna stop recording now.